And we could do this everywhere. I guess it would add up. Even if we just add one extra tile on every planet. I mean, it costs influence, which is, I don't know, we'll see. We don't need this. Damage to fallen and awakened empires, because we crushed those last ones. Starbase capacity, we got too many starbases as it is. Don't need influence or claims, although I was considering actually, I think we... Not that it, you know, it's a one empire, we're not going to take a thing, but... Yeah, I have to... I was wondering how, if, because so far I don't think the Dar themselves ever declared war on me, but part of their federation, so I'm guessing I have to claim their systems the old-fashioned way. Even if we're in a war, like an extermination war with other people. I don't know. I wonder if, because if these are like doing an end threat war against me, then I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. We'll see. But anyway, it's still not enough reason to care about that. Damage to endgame crisis factions. Ooh, increase everybody's opinion by 20. I mean, I feel like this could be potentially on our last one. We'll see. We'll probably get to that one, mate. World Shaper, but we don't need to... nah. Terraforming cost reduced by 25%. Nah, it's not worth it for that. Because obviously we're already building machine worlds. Naval capacity, fleet command limit. I mean, we can just build loads of stations, right? I think I looked at this last time and it's like, well, if we just... We're better off instead of going with that one. Sure, we don't get the fleet command limit. But if we just get the +5 star bases and then just turn them into anchorages, it's better. Not that I'm sure I care. Don't care about this. I don't need sensor range. Our technology and engineering is too arcane for others to reverse engineer. I think some of these are more designed for the earlier game, mind you. So, man, what am I? Extra 50% edict duration is good. Because we don't get any discounts and stuff for our edicts, so they end up getting quite expensive, especially when we come to the that works for ambitions as well. So I mean that would help get us to a stage where we're... I mean, Mastery of Nature, I don't know. That's the only one. I think those are the only two I'm particularly toying with. Back, sorry, had phone to deliver. Had any questions? I think I might have done. I'm just going through the essential perks. I'm not sure what to go for. And I've literally just gone through each one at a time, so I'm not going over it again. I'm kind of toying with at this stage because I've kind of got most of the ones I want. I'm not going to, because we've already got the Rex Wonders, I'm not going to bother. We could build more, but nah. Don't care about habitats because I just want to get more planets instead. I think my goal of turning every world in the galaxy into a machine world kind of trumps building habitats everywhere. Edict duration, not so fun. I'm tempted by the Mastery of Nature. I think I was kind of... There's a couple of the Fallen Worlds have all their... Not Fallen Worlds, the Fallen Empire worlds. Or the Awoken Empire worlds. Pretty small. It's like this one. It's really small. It's got all these cool buildings. I already destroyed the food-based ones. But it's like, well, I haven't got a space to even build a... whatchamacallit. I mean, this world particularly, I was thinking could really benefit from a few extra tiles. I could build like the energy nexus and the mineral refinery thingamajig, plus the other standard things. I don't want to delete the other buildings. I mean, we don't really have the influence for it, mind you. I used to do both of machine and habs. Yeah, I can't be bothered with the habs. I mean, we've already got 80 worlds, right? We've already, like, and we just, like, I mean, the land clearance, I mean, it's like we've got a lot of worlds to go through, and it costs, like, what, 100 influence a time? I mean, just none of these other ones. Don't need that, that's no point. Don't care about the raiding. We just conquer whole worlds. 25% of terraforming costs. I mean, yeah, and it's. I mean, it's. I'd say it costs us 8,500 now to terraform into a machine world, but we get a lot. I mean, we get a lot of energy at the moment. And energy is not in short supply, so naval capacity is again no point. And I think I already decided this one's. Unless you particularly want the command limit, which I don't. I'm happy with the 200 command limit. I just have multiple fleets. You're better off getting the extra star bases if you do want the extra capacity and just build anchorages. Which we're fine, we're still at our limit. I'm sure I've still got places I can... I mean, I've got room to build a whole nother fleet in my, whatever. Only advantage of habs is 200 influence equals 12 pops. Well, plus all the minerals and stuff. But I mean, like, I would just rather go and conquer some more planets, you know. There's plenty of planets in the galaxy to... for us to expand to. I mean, considering the aim is to conquer everywhere and turn everywhere into machine world, it's like, man, we don't need more. We've already got like 80 planets or whatever at the moment, so it's not really about what's kind of optimal. It's like what's... I normally with these, it's like, oh, what's fun? What do we want to do for our empire? I mean, I think in the Defender of the Galaxy, we made that. We've still got another point at the end, right? We've still got one more after this. So if maybe the Defender of the Galaxy we'll probably be closer to that kind of point anyway. We can consider that later. I have a feeling we might not need it. No point with the influence. I've got too many. I've got too many star bases as it is, actually. It's ultimately a question of how big the crisis will be. Yeah, I think I've left it on default, so I don't know if it's really affected by my current strength or whatever, or the Glavius mod kind of changes it. But I'm tempted just to leave that open and like actually, you know, if we not take the final ascension perk and then kind of have that. Won't be a problem then. 1.5. I can't remember. Is that what the default is? I can't remember what the default is. Mastery of nature. I mean, it's like last time we did it fine. It was just kind of tricky. Yeah, I'm gonna do the mastery of nature. The extra 50% edict duration. It's pretty handy, but I think this would be more fun. I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm doing it. With how much does it cost actually? We need a lot of influence. So I mean, like we really need to get that ambition that gives us more influence. Yeah, I've got the unity ambitions. I mean, but I'm kind of been prioritizing just going through these first. I mean, there's not much to spend influence on. Most of my influence is spent on taking money out of my piggy banks, and if somebody declares war on us, it's really cheap. Because like, look, I could for 100, because of 100 influence, I can guess like, what is that, 56k? I mean, even if it's a wartime, I've been declared war on. It's like over 100k for about 75. That's normally.
Our construction is complete.
At this stage of the game, I haven't got a huge amount to spend it on. Although I guess I've got to claim all these systems, so that's something. I don't think the machines get. Yeah, I guess I don't get anything in regards to reducing claims costs because I don't normally do claims. I mean, I'm still getting a good amount of influence at the moment anyway. It's normally like, oh, let's just get a bunch of extra minerals when and I suppose I have been spending a fair amount recently building gateways places.
A war breaks out.
Sorry, +1 and +1 from traditions. I'm not sure what you mean. +1 and +1 from traditions. Having said it, Discovery's not all, well, I say not all that great, but if we will want access to the other Ascension perk, won't we? Ooh! Ooh! I wonder if these will be good machines or bad machines. Because like, we're not doing exactly much surveying. The research alternatives ain't that much of a difference. Leadership gains, alright. But I mean, it's kind of like, this would have been better off early on. Yeah, oh, so your total should be 5 or so with 1 from tech, 6. Well, yeah, that's what I'm on at the moment, I guess. I don't know. Base 3, just all consciousness, autonomous agents, synchronicity, traditions. I'm 6.5 at the moment. Oh, God, arrival. I guess that's where the war is. We've had quite a few. We've had... This will be the 4th machine uprising. Oh well, this is, I say this feels like a pretty big... Assimilators, Huh, that's interesting, is it? It's so annoying that their fleet power is pathetic and stuff. I don't think they really get anything in the way of fleets when they rebel. Or maybe they do. No, that's their fleets. So easy for these guys to get crushed. Alright, let's we'll really know if they're particularly effective. They don't get much unless they are Terminators. They don't get much what I mean, like because the other robots were kind of friendly to us until we committed genocide, which we're in the process of committing genocide. It just hasn't ticked over yet. We will. Oh, they don't get much. Only 40 to 60% in terms of free ships. Well, I mean, compare. I guess these guys are in a faction, mind you, but I'm looking here. They don't seem to have any fleets, unless it ticks over a bit. Yeah, I mean, like, look, these guys have already taken this. They didn't get this fleet at all. Ah, well, let's offer a trade. Would you like some Teldar crystals, some Aldar crystals, some Iridium ore, some living metal, some grey dust, some grey crystals, grey scales, and grey actuators? Also, you can have all my communications, which you probably don't need, an active sensor link. Have my research as well. Let's give you a bunch of minerals, eh? A bunch of energy. I'll give you some more minerals in a bit. Let's see if you can actually do anything with them. Get yourself some ships, mate. There we go. What do I want in return? No, don't worry about it. I love that. I would give you all this. Research agreement with a whole 8 scientists that I probably don't care about. No chance. I mean, more to help them than make it like, well, I don't want to, I mean, I'm not fussed about, I don't need, if you're thinking of like, oh, let's help them so that we can help us conquering other people, whereas I don't care. We don't need their help. But I want one friend. We can't make friends with any organics, so it's like if I could just have one machine empire, I can have factions if I want. I just can't, like, I just can't, it just has to be with the right people. I mean, like, can I guarantee their independence? Oh no, that really, it's too late. Doesn't make a difference, does it? I'm not going to do too much. I've entered wars before to try and help, but then it's like they instantly kind of like.
We have claimed a new nest.
What I really need to see is. I think the only organic species I've got are the ones we've got down here. I mean, I've moved people around, right? I want to say it was Aussie Owls we went to first. Yeah, so it's going to be another 15, 14 years anyway before we technically commit genocide. We're just in the process. Yeah, but they're already at war. Guaranteeing independence will get you into a war with people who pick on them. It doesn't really help because they're already in a war with, and they're at this. It doesn't help. It doesn't bring us into this war anyway. We haven't actually got a direct link here. We'd have to use jump drives and stuff. I'm not fussed about going out of my way. We give them all the minerals, all the tech. Look at all these cool bonuses they get. I mean, they haven't got a fleet. Ooh. Another one. Who are these guys? I keep getting these odd pop-ups. That seems like a really small ring world. Is it just because it's a really small sun? Or is it a really big system? I look forward to capturing this. Are you actually completed? Oh. Have we been getting notifications every time they complete a section? Maybe. Cool. So we don't need to worry about ring worlds as well, because we've got... These guys are kind enough to build a ring world for us. If you don't like shuffling organics, could switch to quick purge rather than processing and build up bots. Oh no, but then I won't get the energy. Multiple ring worlds in all systems. Oh, does it make a difference which systems you put your ring worlds in? Like what resources they get? I suppose they do like demolish all the planets, don't they, to build it. Oh, you get the Unity still and can work the tasks faster than 70. I don't really. No, it's not so much. I'm not that fussed about waiting. It was just in the terms of like, I only wanted to know how long it was going to be, because once some of those, I wanted to see how these guys react to it. Because as soon as we start taking them all, it's like they want to assimilate people. I don't know to what extent. To me, that's very similar. I mean, it's not quite. You know, they might not. They want to assimilate organics. I want to destroy organics. I feel like compared to everybody else in the galaxy, if there's anybody I can get on with, it'd be them.
We have claimed a new nest.
Oh, in core systems. Right, right. I think the vanilla machine shouldn't care. I was thinking about it more and more, and I feel like the Jizzle consciousness should maybe just count as like a fanatic ethic or something like that, so you can still get another one. Yeah, no one cares if you dismantle their drones. I mean, at this stage, like proper machine empires, there's no difference with biological people. They're just effectively racist if you say not. Well, it depends. I mean, of course, it's a philosophical type of thing, but the spiritualists are basically being racist when they don't think machines count. But I feel like, because it's like, I feel like machines would have ethics, could have ethics as well. I mean, the DAR are just kind of a generic machines. But none of their, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really... If your ethics tell you what kind of a civilization is... Machines count... Hang on. Machines count as fanatic materialists for materialist empires. I think there's something in the latest patch notes, actually. Apparently they changed it so they don't get quite as much of a... Fanatic materialists don't get... like them quite as much. Yeah, rogue services should count as xenophiles. Yeah, I mean, just like... Because it adds flavour. And it's like... You're basically saying all machines are just the same. I mean, I don't know how much they've changed it. There was just something in the patch notes saying it's not quite as much. I don't know, wonder if there was a... I don't know if we got any fanatic. I mean, I haven't really paid much attention to... obviously... I can't even remember what the materialist symbol is. I haven't really had to pay much attention. Why is everybody as egalitarian? It's that one, isn't it? They get literally nothing. I mean, I expected it to be outweighed. I mean, they're not fanatics, of course, but I imagine it'd be outweighed by other things. You're a materialist. But I think, like, you should have machines who could be authoritarian. Do I not have any fanatic materialists in the world? In the galaxy? Probably not. What about these guys who are the machine rebellions? Nope, I don't think I do. I think these guys are spiritualists, if anything. The simulator and Terminator Civics override base mods. Well, I figured, I wasn't sure if you would see, because it's minus 1,000 for being exterminators, right? So even if it was plus 100 for being egalitarian, it's like, I figured it like makes no real difference. There's no reason for it to override when, you know, it still basically happens anyway. Right, well, let's get the Giga Cannon. It's only going to be 10 months, and then we'll, I guess, well, you've been upgraded anyway. Let's, these guys aren't going to be, oh, you're going to be a little while. Well, we'll wait. Oh, sod it. I'll build up the extra ships. I was thinking, because you can't change designs if you're building them. Plus 40 for fanatic materialist is what it was. Really help bridge the gap. 65 with an emo emulator ruler. Emo emulator ruler. Please tell me that's a mod. Oh, we keep getting this weird thing. It's weird. I don't know. I'm sure it must be. I'm sure it's to do with new ships. I'm sure it's got something about. I'm sure I read somewhere. I can't remember if it's something in the mod or just something in the old thing where new ships. New ships are basically coming in not fully. Yeah, that hasn't got full hull points. Oh, I wonder. I think it's because of the extra hull armor, right? I bet you that's what it is. Because it only just started recently. Emotion emulators of robot trades. Oh right, yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be the added hull. That's kind of so annoying. So every time we get a new ship, we're going to get one of these notifications. You're not repairing very quickly, are you? Weird. L cluster looks pretty sweet. I kind of handed it all over. I was going to kind of like try and manage it myself. So many planets here though. Oh! That looks pretty cool. There was a couple of places that I was upgrading to machine worlds before colonize. Well, I realised that once you terraform them, you can colonize them. I'm not currently terraforming anywhere. Oh yeah, I am. One more place. I kind of wanted to run out the list. We weren't getting much energy because we weren't processing any pops. So, what's the planet here? It's what's that? Angel Barbosa. Please, Paradox, put a button here. Sort by distance, please. You have it in other places. Yeah, sure. Go there. No. No. Why are you not Angel Barbosa Secundus? Oh, so it should be Tertius, I guess. Because Insane Swirl needs changing. Was I waiting for that to finish terraforming for some reason, or something to do with the name? Oh, Angel Barbosa. I wish I had. I mean, thank you for the follow. I don't know if you followed me yesterday. I don't know if you come back. There's like obviously I named a. Why did I have to name a system with 4 planets in? Are there somebody with such a long name? Oh, they've got to colonize it first, haven't they? Sorry, I was thinking it's like, why hasn't that guy? Where's the other one I renamed? But they actually got to colonize it first, don't they? Because I've said the governor can colonize places as well, so I don't mind pushing it along. What? Do you not have any orders? I guess that was the problem with... I bet somebody colonized something. They weren't... Not they weren't supposed to. God. If... Because I had to look up what... It was tertius, and I'm not even sure if I've got it spelled right anyway. But if you go in prime, secundus, tertius, what would be the fourth one? That's why you're in the habit of numbering your words at the end. Yeah, oh yeah, I know you were saying about order, but it's like... Yeah, you just like to, as a way of keeping track of them. So it's like you're literally all your planets. It's not just done per system, is it? It's like all of them. So this would be planet 80 or whatever. I'm going to Google this right now because I want to know. Oh, it's Latin ordinal numbers. Quartus. I guess I should have guessed it was Latin. That makes sense, of course. I was going to say I could think of it as Roman, but it's like, well, yeah, they spoke Latin, didn't they? Quartus. I wonder if we can have a system with 5 planets in. I don't think so. 4 is quite a lot. In brackets in the end, and I can leave other notes like min. I'll let X to know if it's not done. Yeah, you've said that before. Makes sense. I mean, one of my series before, it hasn't really been an issue. I haven't had this many planets, and I haven't been trying to colonize all of them particularly. Otherwise, it's like trying to figure out a deck of playing cards. In what sense? Actually, sorry, to work out what I'd have been. Just who who I'm colonizing. I don't know what happened here. I reckon something got interrupted with the AI building it. But I know we've got to either. They need a little note to say when a planet's terraforming.
Our construction
Let's go through it now then. We've only got the one place terraforming. Oh sure, we go with our sweet new worlds. There's something I get a satisfaction from turning a Gaia world into a machine world. I've been trying to move pops. I'll figure out where I was working. Yeah, I mean, like having. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like I can understand like how a numbering system's going to help, but I think it's been surprisingly helpful to a point, you know, of naming everybody after followers. You know, it's surprising how much I remember about like, oh yeah, this one's over here. It's like even like, oh, I remember this system's roughly around here. But it's been. I mean, I thought naming stuff after people, followers, was really like just a nice thing I could do for followers, small little token of thanks. And it is that, but it's been surprisingly helpful. Even though games when I'm naming heroes and stuff, it's like really cool being able to have a history. But, you know, like I had to... I can't just name planets after people. It has to be the star as well, because having the star and making sure the station has the same name as the planets and stuff, otherwise you can get all sorts of confusion. That's what I find for sure. Right, let's terraform you. We just added a bunch of places to here. I was thinking, it's like, are we going to get one sector that is fully machine world? And it's like, well, let's not pick a sector that's almost. Oof, Spluffer, Gay Historian. Okay, we're going to focus on these guys. Fine, sweet. God, we're at 1.4. We haven't even got the... How long before the Titan Sphere is fixed? Right. We've got planets to deal with, right? Yeah, well, yeah, you're building a whole bunch of stuff. Man, look at all them minerals. Let me get... I want a spare parts factory. These worlds are the main reason why can't I build... Oh, there we go. It's these ones, isn't it? Now, energy grid and a mineral processing plant. But seeing as... well, we're not going to be able to get many spots here. One tile. I know it's probably more efficient elsewhere, but I'm just working on one planet at a time. Oh, you give me some science. I don't care. It's just like... I say I don't care. Right, so I need an energy grid. And I need a mineral processing plant. Yeah, I'm just going to override that one. Because I still don't have the Unity buildings and stuff. I need the control center, don't I? If I'm really going to make the most out of these pops. I'm trying to like squeeze all these extra buildings in. I might end up getting rid of the fortress actually. Not yet. Although we could just temporarily get the spare parts in. In fact, let's cancel that for a moment and cancel that. Let me build the spare parts thing in first. Why did it do that? Alright, I'll wait for that to be done first before I play around with anything else there, I think. Energy, hang on. What? Energy grid, control center, mineral processing. If you shuffle pops around, you only need to build one. What do you mean I only need to build one? You mean... No, I don't know what you mean by only build one. Oh, sorry. I'm assuming you were talking about, like, building the extra bits in here. Because you suggested I should build the energy grid, control center, and mineral processing. That's kind of what it was. It would like to have a Unity building on here as well. I mean, I'm going to get this for now until we've got... If you bring pops from other planets, only build one on that planet. One what, sorry? I think I might be getting confused. There's a problem when there's a delay. You respond to something and it's like, I've already moved on. I can't remember what I said a couple of minutes ago. So it's got something to do with... Are you suggest... I mean, I'm just suggesting like only having... I don't know. Not entirely sure. Let's unpause it anyway. You don't need a factory to boost robot build speed.
Technology
Yeah, I'm going to
conceded.
build. Oh, I get what you mean. If oh yeah, I'm not doing that. So if I could, I don't need to worry about building this. If I just resettle pops from all around from most places, like that. I can't be bothered to do that. That's all it is. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. I just, I mean, I say that. But the problem is, I prefer to just build what I can because it's important about which type of robot I build on what slots. I don't know. No, sod it. It doesn't matter. Because I could just replace it later. That's fine. We don't have to be that min-maxy about it. Right, are we done here? We may be. I have a funny feeling there's still some odd text I haven't cropped up. So I want to. It's time we do Colossus project. By the time when we got this, we hadn't built our titans and stuff, so it wasn't right. I mean, I'm not. I was going to say, especially World Omnimaker, is like, bearing in mind, I think yesterday, we got about 20 new worlds. So it's like, well, we kind of want to do that across. It's all fair and well doing it on one world, but it's like, well, I mean, sure, these are the ones that I'm looking after a little bit. So hopefully I should be able to get 3 new slots here. Yay! Anything on there? We got food on there. Right, let's build one of those there. Build one of these here. Build a mineral processing plant here. And well, I guess we could have got the spare parts. Yeah, well, we should have done that first. Doesn't matter. We'll do it now. Oh, I guess we're not actually building any robots here, so let's... I've been giving over so many of my plans to just like, governors, you just deal with it. And it's like, I'll take this one system to like, I've just only got 3 planets to manage, and I'm still not doing a very good job of keeping on top of it.
Strengthened. Our construction is complete.
Ooh, more energy. It's pretty much from finished to none, which is what this marketplace is going to say. I was very, oh well, having said that, I think when I did my Gaia World start, well, people were migrating, actually. They kind of do it by themselves. It was really handy for like a biological thing. People migrate to the new worlds and stuff. You might send one or two. Well, no, I don't think I could force people to move. But it was really handy. It's like every time they filled... They only moved one from each planet. But then once that pop was full, then another one would move on. And it was kind of like a nice, handy automatic system. Obviously, the whole thing with robots is you have to build them. Man, look at all these notifications of like, I've got too many star bases. Where are you? Oh, you're up here. Let's just get you upgraded a bit. How are my fleets doing actually? Let's there's still some upgrades to be done. Oh no, there we go. Actually, yeah, we'll where the fleets are kind of in a position to be done. We'll go after this fallen empire in a minute. In fact, where are my transports? Also, can transports have a home system, please? I really like the fact that I can click one button and my fleet will go to just a basic position.
Our construction is complete.
Why can't I tell you both to go there? Why not? Oh, you're in a oh, okay. That's why. Ooh. Ready repaired, ready repaired. God, that's not going to get annoying, is it? Oh, how's our machine rebellion going? I didn't expect it to be dead
A
yet.
new nest is born.
I mean, we could give them minerals. I want to spend all my own minerals. Yeah, they're not doing well. I mean, as far as I can tell, they have no fleets. I mean, they have a bunch of science ships and some construction ships and... Oh, there we go. There's some. Maybe they all got destroyed straight away, but... It's really just a matter of time, isn't it, before they get wiped out. I mean, they still kind of like me. What does universal compatibility do? Oh, that's one of my traditions. They do have to from scratch it. Yeah. Getting these, we definitely getting these pop-ups an awful lot more than
Our construction is complete.
had that in previous playthroughs. I kind of thought actually the last time I think the last game we had them pop up way after we had done it was like, oh, I thought maybe it only popped up the first time it happened, but it's like, no, seeing as they're popping up all the time, I'm assuming the AI wasn't building them enough. I'm assuming that's the Glavius mod who's making them
Technology
go for it all a bit
conceived.
more. I look forward to taking them over. Oh, hello. Yeah, try it. Aggressive conditioning. Army health. Could go with more naval capacity, I suppose. I mean, our army is already pretty awesome because we've got the mega war forms. How are my stations over here doing? Yeah, seeing as all our fleets are fully upgraded, we'll have to consider getting a 5th fleet soon. I think this... Oh, you're just an anchorage, and I reckon you're going to be enough to deal with these guys. I've got so many kind of vaguely useless. I haven't really made much of a point to rejig all these star bases I've captured. Yeah, get the defense grid supercomputer, I guess. Right, let me, a lot of these are citadels anyway. I want to get these guys. But it's a weird kind of... I don't need that anymore. We'll probably get rid of these anchorages. We'll just get these all... Because the problem with taking this over, we've got way more entrances. So mind you, but they've got stations there already. We'll just rejig them so they've got a bit more oomph. I couldn't think of a word. Oh, sorry, Omnimac. I just saw your message. There is a certain degree of needed tech. Can't remember what I said. that would be in reference to. Oh, for the AI rebellions. Yeah, I'm kind of assuming, like, when I went down the robot route, it's like, well, I was happy to have them all have good life. I suppose you... Oh, Glavius helps them get there. Oh, well, I guess this is the fourth or fifth rebellion I've had here. But I've also noticed, like, yeah, two of the empires have gone down the psionic route, and I think one of them's gone full psionic, the other ones, and I haven't seen that happen before. I've had robo rebellions before, but not as many as I have had here. What am I building? Defense grid supercomputer and a disruption field. Let's go with that.
A new nest is born.
Yeah, these guys are all filling up. Yeah, we do. Let's just. Yeah, sorry. Losing track of what I was thinking, what I was doing. I'm trying to upgrade, rejig these stations that we inherited. They're already. These have all got the weird mishmash. At least they're all citadels, mind you. Hang on, which... Sorry, I caught something in the corner of my eye then. Oh, I think it might just been... I thought I saw a planet with multiple rings around it, but... Oh yeah, it's this one. No? Oh yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I think that's what caught my eye. It does have the rings around it. Bloody hell. I mean, have they actually finished it? Or... Oh. I guess they have. See, this is the other thing with this, is that we don't need to build our own mega structures. There's a perfectly good one here we can take. It looks like Simulator doesn't care about purchase. It only comes into effect when they actually get killed, when the pops are reduced. All these guys are going to take ages before they go, because they're all relatively new conquests. Because we were at a point yesterday where we had no species being processed, and then of course it takes so long. So the actual modifier doesn't come into effect until they're actually killed off. That's when it... Only then is it considered genocide. At the moment it's just... God knows. I don't know. I would love to know what processing actually means. I mean, I guess it's up to your imagination, right? Right, my fleets are kinda ready. Let's move them into a position to go after that other fallen empire. My general assumption is to try and be prepared that if I go to war with somebody else is more likely gonna declare war on me. You've already got a pretty decent 61k, wow. That's with 2 iron cannons in these places. I mean, I think that's about as good as it gets. I mean, having said that, I've just upgraded them now. I should really go through. Like, I don't know. Oh, actually, you're... It's so funny, it's like if I upgrade you, it's going to upgrade you into a worse one. Oh, it's so I mean, I'm going to do it by accident at some point anyway. Oh, 37 star bases. God, this is pretty expensive, all of these. It's probably been a while since I've upgraded a lot of these. How much was that? Oh, I thought it said 2,000. It's 200, okay. Some of these are more important than others, but I can't really be bothered to figure out which are the more important ones. What, in 99 state? Imagine having 99 stations. Well, we might get there. I mean, boy, imagine having twice as many as I have. Yeah. I don't think the governors deal with these at all, which on other games where it's a really small, I feel if they had some rudimentary, if the governors had some rudimentary, they couldn't build new stations, but they can upgrade them to citadels. You can have the same kind of options, say, do not redevelop. So if I made it an anchorage, it's an anchorage, but they will build defensive platforms. And yeah, because they've all got spare minerals and stuff, they could all be just getting on with this. I mean, and they keep it balanced, I guess. Because I mean, it does get quite relatively expensive. Where are you? Good, the one station hasn't even been upgraded to a Star Fortress. I guess you're relatively new. Okay, yep, I need to move my fleets. Let's go to war.
Our swarms is strengthened.
I could do with more gateways as well. I'll get on that a little bit. God, it's like one of these fleets now will be all right against two of theirs, but not two of theirs and a system. We should... Let's get Calamity and Dasmolk's fleets there. You two can go together after the main systems. We'll try and judge where their actual fleets go. And then, oh, but you're over here anyway. Just head around to there. Oh, well, that's funny. Oh, I guess because there's a... Yeah. Or I suppose it makes sense. Let's just get you to, say, jump over here. And... Well, you can just go start up here, I guess.